Hey everyone, it's Mary here. Welcome back for another video. As you can see, this video is going to be something different. We are here at the World War II Museum located on Magazine Street in New Orleans, Louisiana. Okay, this is my first time coming here, but my family and I, we all planned a trip to come here, spend the day. And let me just say, if you ever do plan on coming here, plan to spend the whole day. Get here during opening time and then leave at closing time. And even by then, you still probably will not be able to see and read and watch every single thing that they have in this museum. Let me just say, this museum is huge. It's 5 to 6, okay, so it's 6 buildings. 6 buildings, okay. One of them is just currently not open right now, but there's 5, like the 5 huge ones that all connect to each other. So we spent the whole day here looking around, walking. There's so much to look at, so much to read. There's so many exhibits to look at. There is a movie, so we bought tickets to go see the movie. Let me just say, it is one of those 4D movies, which is really neat. I'm looking at my pamphlet right now, so I can just tell you exactly what it is, but it's called Beyond All Boundaries. So in this video, I was not able to record in the movie theater they have there, but it's a huge screen, but it's a 4D journey through the war. It has like CGI animation, multi-layered environments, first-person accounts from the trenches to the home front. Let me just say, that movie was amazing. The screen was huge. It was very much so 4D. I highly recommend if you do go to this museum, go see the movie too. You learn so much here, y'all. I mean, you just definitely cannot fit everything into this museum in one day. It's definitely something that needs multiple trips because there's so much to look at, y'all. But let me just say really quick, I am not going to talk through this whole video because this video is quite lengthy and long. I'm just going to let it just play in real time and let you guys look at it as I'm looking at it. If you want to read anything, you might just need to go ahead and pause the video and read it. But it is very interesting. I do want to eventually go back. Maybe this will be like a once a year type of visit because it's really it's just so much to look at and read. I can't stress that enough. This place is huge. Then they have different types of monitors and screens and TVs that play things from like first-hand experiences of the people talking that was in the war. It is just very informational, okay? But yeah, so it's like very detailed. It has immersive exhibits, multimedia experiences, and a very expansive collection of artifacts and first-person oral histories that'll take you inside of the war, why it was fought, how it was won, and what it means today. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop talking now, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I know I did, but anyways, go ahead and enjoy the video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Leave me a like and a comment. I really appreciate it. All right, I hope you guys enjoy it.
sacrifices they're making on the home front are small compared to the sacrifices of the men on our table. And if you live along the eastern seaboard, the gas tanks on your car.
And be prepared to throw your own for victory.
Hollywood's most famous movie stars leave the film capital to help the government sell war bonds. Star Greer Garson, all part of a contingent of some 50 screen celebrities giving their time and talents to aid the national war effort. The country.
Would it be too much to demand full citizenship rights in exchange for the sacrificing of my life?
Jobs are opening in all parts of the country.
African Americans who migrate out of the Jim Crow South are afforded new opportunities in the workforce by increased war production in northern factories. But in Detroit, in 1943, tensions simmered among black citizens.
Some people came in and said, hey, Japan, that's good.
In February of 1942, bowing to the hysteria unleashed by Pearl Harbor, President Roosevelt signs Executive Order 9066. Civilians at home with scrap trucks wrote victory orders to boost military and food resources. Gas, arms, and self-stocking supplies are rationed. Level of production is another visual of a situation. After 1,000 workers in a 4-1 plant, also a problem.
Spring 1944. It is time for Operation Overlord, the long-awaited invasion of Northwest Europe. An invasion the Germans know is coming, but they don't know where or when. The obvious place is where the channel is narrowest and the route to Berlin most direct, the Pas de Calais. The Germans know this too. It's where they've built their strongest defenses. But the Allies have no intention of invading in the Pas de Calais. Instead, they devise an elaborate plan to make the Germans think the invasion will come there or through Norway in the north. To maintain this deception, the Allies create phantom armies using fake tanks, planes, and radio broadcasts. The real site of the invasion? Normandy. This location has 3 critical advantages. It's within range of Allied warplanes in Britain. It has a port that can be put to Allied use. And its beaches are suitable for unloading operations. 6 infantry divisions and 3 airborne divisions will strike at Normandy, landing across a 45-mile front from Merville to St. Mary-Lise. The operation will actually start weeks before the landings. Allied bombers will begin destroying transportation routes, which will make it difficult for the Germans to reinforce Normandy. On D-Day, the invasion will begin shortly after midnight. The American 82nd and 101st Airborne Divisions will drop behind German lines on the western flank of the beaches. The British 6th Airborne Division will drop to the east. These paratroopers will capture roads and bridges and block German counterattacks aimed at the beaches. Meanwhile, an armada of nearly 5,000 ships will head toward Normandy, while Allied planes begin bombing German coastal defenses. At first light, naval gunfire from ships bombard the beach defenses, continuing until 5 minutes before the infantry divisions are scheduled to storm the shore at 0630 hours. The invasion will have 5 landing zones. The American 4th Division will attack the beach, codenamed Utah. The American 1st and 29th Divisions will attack Omaha. The British 50th Division will take Gold Beach, and the British 3rd Division will take Sword. The Canadian 3rd Division will assault Juno Beach. The final element of this complex operation is when. When to strike. The Allies choose a date with favorable tides and moonlight. June 5th, D-Day.
It's all tied up with all this equipment. The only thing I can get to is my knife, and the child's been dying. And I'm laying on the ground, and my heart is pounding out of my chest, and it seemed like it was an hour, but I'm sure it wasn't that long. I see an outline of the guy. And I don't want to give my position away, so I whisper, "Halt, who goes there?" He says, "Don't shoot me there."
Yeah, we're gonna go eat soon before the movie. I don't know. They're so far behind us.
enemy-infested seas to deliver critical supplies to allies around the world. In the months after the U.S. officially
This looks so fancy.
Hello, how's everyone doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good, doing well. Thank This way you'll know when it gets changed.
With this information, Japanese planes swarm out of the early morning sky to pound the American base and airfield.
Bombarded almost every night. In
the summer of 1942, the jet to last very long.
We're young and so stupid, and we had no concept of what war was supposed to be like.
And fear sets in. Your mouth is dry, and your heart is racing, and you wonder how you're going to perform.
And the bombardments, the bombardments, never let up. They were bombarded almost every night.
In the summer of 1942, the Japanese are continuing their push across the South Pacific, taking island after island. Their objective is to isolate Australia and New Zealand by attacking supply lines coming from the United States. That the Japanese
In the final battleship confrontation, the Americans again prevailed, just barely. The Americans at last controlled the seas around Guadalcanal, and reinforcements pour onto the island. A Japanese officer sees starvation is
We were so young and so stupid, we had no concept of what war was supposed to be like.
There are no roads, no shelter, no amenities that one normally associates with basic living. But within the jungle, there lurks something silent that is potentially as deadly as any bullet or artillery shell. The mosquito. The Allies' strategy includes a second creative mode. The Allies will selectively island troops lead back as enemies of the continent instead.
a major offensive undertaken by many Allied nations ends the stalemate. The forces trapped at Hongria break down. The Gustav line collapses.
At dawn, 15 miles away, mining craft carrying thousands of troops for the
The entry of one or two Allied divisions would accomplish the liberation of the city.
The Allies outlast the enemy.
On the eve of the opening action in the greatest battle the U.S. Army has ever fought, not a single soldier in that army had the slightest sense of what was about to happen.
We're dug in on Elsinborn Ridge. Deep me out and forward. Our boys entrenched for the winter. The troops keep little resistance because that officer is a rugged train.
And soon the entire world can fathom the massive scale of this heinous crime. The Germans have methodically murdered approximately 6 million Jews, as well as millions of others, Roma, the disabled, and other ethnic and religious groups, and POWs. It is the core of the Nazis' bitter ideology of hatred. When Generals Eisenhower and Patton tour Ohrdruf concentration camp, they can't believe their eyes. Somehow, the Chinese revenge rolled on. Chinese never snapped military and civilian casualties. Nearly 5,000 sailors lose their lives, more than in any other naval battle in the war. The fighting takes the heaviest toll on civilians, as hundreds of thousands are trapped by the battle. Japanese propaganda has convinced the Okinawans that American soldiers will commit unspeakable atrocities against them if they surrender. So through the battle of years long, and the American fleet, now
choices will give them lessons on how one weighs loyalty to family against loyalty to country. To win the war in the Pacific against Japan, the United States needs to control the sea and sky as it fights the ground war island to island. On the battlefield, nothing is more important than our powerful aircraft carriers, with their daring commanders and courageous pilots. Our Rear Admiral Joseph John Clark, commander of the huge carrier task force that is protecting the American land invasion of Saipan, located in the Marianas Islands of the Central Pacific.
Seriously, I bet you that fast.